Right now, if you want AI chat, image generation and voice cloning, you're paying 3 different companies 3 different subscriptions. Or you try to do it locally and spend hours copy-pasting random commands, fixing constant errors and ended up with nothing but a headache. This is Biniou. It replaces all of that. It's a free self-hosted web UI that acts as a universal engine for over 30 open source AI models. Instead of jumping between different apps, everything is in one workspace. It runs the newest AI models out of the box, and the tools actually talk to each other. So you can generate a picture in one tab and immediately animate it in another. Before we open the terminal to install this on Linux, let me show you exactly what it can do on standard hardware. Let's start with the chatbot. I will type a quick prompt, give it a few seconds to load the model into your VRAM, and then it answers right on your own hardware. Let's jump to the image tab. We are using Stable Diffusion 1.5. I will type in the prompt for a cyberpunk city, and within seconds we have a clean, high-quality render. It even handles audio and video. I can use the Bark model to generate a private voiceover, or run the video module to animate a clip of Darth Vader surfing. Once these models are downloaded, you can turn off your internet entirely. There are 0 fees and your data never leaves your machine. Let's get this installed. I'm starting on a clean Linux Mint machine, so you can see exactly what this looks like from scratch. But this works perfectly on Arch and Fedora too. All the exact commands for your distro are in the written guide in the description. First, open your terminal and update your system. Paste this update command and press enter. Next, copy the one-click installer command from my guide and paste it in. Press enter, type your password and let it run. This script is downloading Biniou and setting up all the required dependencies in a private folder. Once it finishes, type cd Biniou to open the folder and run the web UI script to start the server. This terminal is now the engine. Leave it open in the background. Now open your browser and go to the local address printed in the terminal. Your browser will probably block the page with a not secure warning. Don't worry, this is normal because the app is running completely offline. Just click advanced and then proceed. Before we generate anything, we have to fix a browser download block. If you use Chrome-based browser, click the not secure icon in the address bar and open site settings. Scroll down to insecure content and change the drop-down to allow. If you don't do this, your browser will block you from saving any of your generated files. Close the tab and refresh the dashboard. So the installation is done and the app is working, but if you want to unlock true generation speed, you need to properly configure your graphics card, if you have one. To do that, I'm switching over to my main machine with RTX 4060 so we can walk through the NVIDIA setup. In the Biniou dashboard, click Global Settings at the top. You will see login boxes. Just type Biniou for the username and password, then click Login. Now click Web UI Control. This is where we tell Biniou to stop using your processor and start using your graphics card. Under Updates and Optimizations, set optimization type to CUDA for NVIDIA or ROCm if you are on AMD. Hit Update Biniou, watch the terminal to see when it's done. Do the same thing right below it for the Llama CPP Python backend, which is the chatbot engine, then hit Update below it. This one compiling code against your GPU drivers so you can look at the terminal for the progress. At this point, the server needs to restart to apply the new hardware settings. If you use an AMD graphics card, just click the restart button right there in the UI and skip to the timestamp on the screen. But if you are using an NVIDIA card on a modern Linux distro like CashOS, Ubuntu 26 or Fedora 44, we have to fix a critical bug before we restart. The system is going to look for CUDA 12 runtime libraries, and if it doesn't find them, Biniou will crash. Go back to your terminal and press Ctrl+C to stop the server. We are going to install the missing NVIDIA libraries directly into Biniou's virtual environment. Copy this first command from the description and paste it in. Next, copy the big block of code from my guide. This creates a custom launcher file that automatically loads those NVIDIA libraries every single time so it never crashes your server. From now on, if you use NVIDIA, you will never use the default script again. To start the app, just type start/biniou.sh while inside Biniou folder and hit enter. Now with the graphics card properly configured, let's jump back to the browser and run a quick test. The first time you click generate on any tab, Biniou downloads the model in the background, so give it a minute. But once it's cached on your drive, we can actually test the speeds. Let's test the chatbot. I'll ask it a quick question. It takes a couple of seconds to load into memory, but once it does, the answer generates fast, depending on your hardware. Next, the image tab. We're using Stable Diffusion 1.5. Just set the steps to 25, type a prompt and hit generate. Biniou does the heavy lifting and gives us a clean image rendered entirely on our own hardware. For audio, we'll use Bark. Type a short sentence, hit generate, and after a few seconds of processing, you have your voiceover.
This audio was generated completely offline in just a few seconds.
Finally, Biniou also have video and 3D. Let's run the exact tests from my written guide. Darth Vader surfing for video and an apple for 3D. Just a heads up, to get those incredible high-end video and 3D results you see online, you really need a heavy graphics card with something like 24 GB of VRAM. But as you can see, even on a standard laptop, the tools work perfectly and everything generates successfully. Biniou proves that a complete professional-grade AI studio doesn't have to be locked out behind expensive cloud subscriptions or messy terminal setup. You can run text, image, and audio generation entirely offline on your own hardware. You own the software, and more importantly, you own your data. If this installation guide helped you to get it running on your system, leave a like. And if you want to keep building out your own private self-hosted AI tools, check out some of my other videos on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.